Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
I turned that light on too soon. How's everyone going? Doing?
Like to look
Going?
like a
How's it
ghost.
going? Yeah, they got like shadows upon shadows upon shadows. I feel like I'm shadow upon shadow right now. We have so much going on at Gesundheit. I feel like I'm under sea level right now. Um, like Suzanne out there, right? um, so hello. Hello everyone. It's William. Surprise. Jen is not filming a tutorial this week. She is still in Connecticut. So I just got home from my other job and fed the kittens and started packing up some seed beads for y'all to show you today.
He also played IT department.
Played IT department. Andrew's been trying to get some cooking in before we eat at midnight again or 3 a.m., whatever. So he's trying to get some food going. He is in the background. I better plug in because I've been in my office all day, which has no reception and drains my battery. There we go. So, yeah. We have been working. I was at my other job today, spreadsheeting like crazy and trying to we're updating our online store there, which has, compared to us updating our online store, we were like a cakewalk. Like it was like a 3 week long or whatever week long, however long it took, cakewalk. This is massive amounts of part numbers and bin locations and storage. Like they have 4 or 5 warehouses, and it's mapping all this stuff. And we have one spreadsheet that does this, but then the old system can only spool another spreadsheet that does this. So we're combining spreadsheets and we're uploading parts to the new system, but if we miss a column, then we got to upload from a different spreadsheet and try not to overwrite everything. Y'all, I'm learning new formulas for Excel and Apple numbers to use in the spreadsheets and to do lookups, and it is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And all this while we have Fort Ligonier days this week, which means I have to make the schedule for all of our people. We have to finish as much as we can improving the store, which I will be happy if we get the back cleaned out from all the leftover wood and all that, and get a table in there and get some glass shelves in the glass cabinets that we can't find. And then I can get those dressed up and at least look like we're good there. And we have a lot of specimens that I'm hoping to get out in time for Fort Days that we've had sitting in our dining room. This is the one time, well, not the one time, but it is a good time that maybe we can get these out and get some of those sold too, and break out the new specimens even for all of you out there.
It'll come together.
And then taxes, yay!
It'll come together. It'll come together.
So I'm a little frantic.
Be here now.
If you can't tell. But all of that is going on in my mind and in my process. I was communicating all day with our helper Annie, who is getting new rings on the selling floor. I showed a picture of some of those. Really sweet story. We had a ring that we were looking at together, and we didn't realize that it locks hands in the ring, and it opens up into 3 distinct rings that are pivoted together. And there's one that's one of the hands, the other hand that overlaps, and then there's something like a ring or something that goes up. And we were talking about it yesterday because I was polishing the rings, and we just happened to get to the rings yesterday. And today, in walks a newlywed couple. They had just gotten married. They're spending a few days in Ligonier, and they were looking for something special to kind of commemorate that, but they didn't have a ton of money to spend on it. And so Annie just happened to know that that ring was there. It fit her, she said, perfectly.
Oh,
so
good.
They were so ecstatic about how nice it was, and how it was like the perfect thing, she said. So that was really nice. You know, sometimes the universe provides, right? And it's there, and it's just amazing when that happens. So that was a nice story to the day. But we're getting out new earrings that we've had.
Your grandparents spent their honeymoon here in Ligonier?
That's what I hear. I never knew that story until they met Andrew and they were telling their story. But my grandparents apparently spent their honeymoon here in Ligonier.
I wonder if they got one of those.
We did too.
Wow. What honeymoon?
Right.
You mean stay home?
Stay home and fall asleep. That honeymoon.
And look at. I mean, we got to spend time with folks.
Yeah.
Brandon came,
and some of my family were in town, and
so that's nice.
Yeah.
But,
and what were you gonna say? You wonder if they what?
I wonder if they spent if they got one of them lean-to. Have you seen those up on Laurel Mountain?
Mm-mm.
Or not Laurel Mountain, but one of the state parks around here. They have basically, it's like a lean-to, and then you have to like provide the tarp for the other side. Or if they got one of the cabins.
I hope they did a little better than a lean-to, but
I mean, it's a fancy lean-to.
They did not have a lot of money, so it's very possible.
It's a cute lean-to.
Barnaby, there's a Barnaby towel. And so that was a cute story. I was happy about that. And then I was working with Annie and did some real quick pricing for some earrings this morning and sent her pictures because I didn't actually get in to talk to her. And she was working on some bracelets. So we got some new bracelets in the store, new earrings in the store, new rings in the store. We're stocking up, trying as much as we can for that grab and go stuff. Which is the kind of thing that is good for this event.
Thursday, we're going to have the sidewalk sale.
Yeah, I think they start Thursday.
It's all costume jewelry.
So we're going to do costume jewelry from us. Jen is going to be there with her items, I believe, on Thursday.
Is she coming on Thursday?
I don't know. We have to see. I have to get the schedule, like I said.
Day.
Yeah, like I said, we got to see. She's dropping her stuff off tomorrow, though, so that it's going to be there. And
all the costume jewelry we have, it's not stuff we made. It's stuff that it's like costume jewelry.
Stuff we've gathered and collected, and
there's some cool pieces. Yeah. And I think everything's gonna be like $10.
So it's gonna be super inexpensive if you're looking for cool stuff. I think Andrew's got like boxes of it.
Correct.
So
you have to go through that.
Oh, another thing.
I mean, it's easy. It's fun. There's this thing of bracelets, shell bracelets. Oh my gosh.
We're going to have, a discount table out front. So that's probably Thursday. The actual table sales, I think, start Friday. So that's when we'll have Jen and Becca are definitely setting up. Possibly Annie, if she has anything. She's like, I'm not really prepared. She wasn't even sure if she was going to be around for 4 days because of some family stuff, but she said she is. So she might set up. We might have somebody on the inside, somebody on the outside. These are all our teachers and people who work with us, and we sell their stuff all the time or help them. And
who's watching on the inside? It seems like everybody's on the outside.
Well, Jen wants to be on the outside. She loves being outside. So she's usually on the outside, and she mans sometimes both tables. And then there'll be me. I usually stay behind the counter because I'm usually quickest to check out. And then we'll have Becca and Annie floating between the back room. If I can get all the specimens out and stuff and launch some stuff in the back room this week. And then have someone in the front room or 2 people in the front room. We'll close off the back. We'll see what happens.
Did you tell them about how we're going to do our competition again?
I've been telling people.
So who's going to win?
We're going to win in store again.
I don't know. I have a good feeling about this year.
What you got up your sleeves?
I got a good feeling this year.
So Andrew invented a competition between us about 2 years ago that it's Andrew versus William, online versus in-store for Fort Ligonier Days. This all came about because Andrew prefers not to deal with the crowds and all the stuff that goes on in the store, because he's so removed from the store, really, in a lot of ways. That for Andrew to check out people and do, it's like learning the process all over again.
It's better for everybody.
So Andrew stays in the studio or at home, usually in the studio, and makes things usually all this week, and then has them ready for availability for you to purchase in lots over the internet. He might do lives. He might do them on Facebook drops.
You just never know.
You never know. And he takes care of all the invoicing for his side of things and all of that, except the shipping. He gives them to us and to Barb to ship. So he will be doing an online component of Fort Ligonier Days. And then we have the in-store component of Fort Ligonier Days, which is always insane. And I'm hoping it's insane. I like it to be insane because that means we have people coming in and we have business flowing through the building.
It is nice.
Yes, it's good to feel busy. Like, not like our kind of usual busy, like we're just ramping behind the scenes as much as possible, but to actually have people in and talk with people and get to meet new people and see old friends. And
it's like being in a real town.
Yeah, it's like being in a almost like a city. It's like an actual city instead of a little small tiny town. It's a city for 2 or 3 days.
A big city.
Yeah, a big city of like over 100,000 people. So I get excited for it. I just always have so much to do before it because I leave everything to the last minute because that's my life sometimes.
You're getting better.
I'm slowly trying to get better. It didn't happen fast enough that I got better this year, but
maybe next year.
we're inching it back a little bit. I started tax stuff a little bit earlier this year, and I started preparing for this a little bit earlier this year. But yeah. So that's what I've been up to today. Let me take a look in the comments. Please, in the comments right now, put what you've been up to, because by the time I get through the comments, I should get to you, hopefully. Because I'm hoping y'all are chatting a little bit amongst each other and not just me. But we'll get to see what you're doing. I'm going to say hi to everybody who said hi earlier, and then let me know what you've been up to. What day is today? Tuesday. I've had 2 days this week. What have you done? Hello, Harry. Thank you for joining in.
See Harry.
Let's see here. Harry said, I received my anniversary box. Oh, what do we call those?
12-year anniversary campaign boxes.
But they were called treasure hunt boxes. Yes, thank you. It had nice things, he said. Good.
Oh, good. There's a wide range that I put in those boxes.
Yes.
So there's some stuff.
They're all different.
That's like real nice, and then there's stuff that's like nice, but it's not like blow your socks off.
It's not like you're gonna jump up and down for it.
There is some of that stuff.
There is some and some of that.
Things.
And they are slowly going out. So some of you may be getting them, some of you may not. If you've not yet, don't worry.
I don't think did Barb come in yesterday?
Partly, yes. She was in part of the day.
We had internet issues today.
But she wasn't in, thankfully.
I was supposed to go in, and I was like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we had internet outages here in Ligonier, which is the part of the tech stuff, and our cameras, and our thermostats, and all that needs to be redone. So
you need to go over there after.
So that's that. That's that. Danette is here. Hello, Danette.
How's her husband?
I know you talked about your husband yesterday. How is he doing today? Said my anniversary box had nice things as well. I will need help with identifying some of the beads. We can try. If you send us pictures, I will forward them to Andrew.
Yeah, but some of that you just get what you get.
Some of that you get what you get, and you're gonna have to look it up. Some of it we have to look it up because it's so old.
I probably know, but if I stopped and labeled every single thing, I did that one time.
Yeah, we were including
3 months.
We were including little pieces of paper and with everything. It was all over.
3 months to label everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that.
No.
Sorry.
Let's see. Oops, comments jumped. Let's see what's going on. Suzanne is here. Hello. Happy birthday to Charlie and Cinnamon.
You hear that, Barnaby?
I know, they turned 5.
What? You got a younger woman?
You're dating a younger woman, Barn. Norma is here. Hello, Norma. Cheryl says, I'll rewatch later tonight. Headed to a volunteer event with my daughter. They obviously didn't get the memo that you're live. I know. Everyone should just pause their day right now and just turn on YouTube or Facebook and go to Allegory Gallery and watch us. I don't know what's wrong with people. Y'all, we try so hard to be here. Sometimes we don't make it all the time, but we're here today.
We're doing our best, y'all.
Norma says, my box is also full of pretty things. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Amanda. Barbara.
You know where that comes from? Shark Tank.
That's the Barbara you think of?
Well, no, when he goes, Barbara?
Barbara? Is that where that's from?
And then she's like, my name's not Barbara. Because I think he got confused.
I don't remember that. I don't know why I think of Barbara from Empty Nest, probably because I watch Empty Nest all the time. Marianne is here. Anita is here. Hello, Anita. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi, 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 hi. Susan, our neighbor, says Andrew makes me laugh. It's better for everyone, right? Correct.
No.
Danette says, I'll be back. Got to help Dave with his physical therapy exercises for his knee. At least he's...
Make him watch it.
I know, right? Do the physical therapy in front of the big screen. Put it on YouTube on the big screen. Suzanne had her annual eye doctor appointment.
Do you need me to help? Lift.
I know, Andrew will cheer you on.
I could be a coach.
There you go.
How do you call that? Personal trainer?
If you want that, y'all. I don't know if you want that.
Where's my flip-flop?
You really don't want that. Amanda says, I babysat my friend's guinea pigs. They were so funny and cute. That's cute, Amanda.
Didn't she have guinea pigs?
I think so, right? Rosie is here. This is working on my farmer's market day of the dead crafts. Fun stuff. That sounds like fun. Marianne's playing with shimmer inks today. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Anita, what is that? Where did it come from?
What? Excuse me. Which shimmer inks you're asking?
Correct.
I don't know. We'll see if you know. I have
an interest in things.
He has an interest in things. Anita was house cleaning today.
You can have
I can leave that one. That's all for you.
Know about that.
We got to do that too, but that's not in the works this week.
Yeah, it is. You did a little bit. He cleaned the kitchen when I came back.
I did clean the kitchen. I cleaned the kitchen like 3 times when you were gone.
I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah, and I cleaned it 3 times when you were gone. 3 loads of dishes where you were gone.
He thought he had extra
kittens. Those kittens. I didn't care if I had an extra day. I was going to bed. That kitchen. It's not a sparkling place while we're both here anyway. So
I try to do my best.
Yeah, we do our best.
Usually I try to keep it somewhat nice. So if anybody surprises us, it doesn't look like the trauma time.
Norma's been making a necklace for a birthday gift, making paper beads, and just put a loaf of banana bread in the oven.
Boy, you're productive.
That's nice. That's good stuff.
Come on down.
I know, right? Marianne was hungry, so she made pancakes.
That sounds good.
Harry said, I made 30 clay pendants and several clay beads. I also made several new gel prints. Checked out my solar observing equipment for Saturday's eclipse of the sun. I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, the Ring of Fire.
Well, that'll be nice for 4 days. It's supposed to rain here, though, every day except, I think, Friday. So I don't know what we'll see or not see of it.
Yeah, usually we don't. But also it's supposed to be California, so we're the most of it.
Marianne said they're Crafter's Companion Shimmer Spray inks.
Oh, I have that.
He's like, I've got that one.
I need to play with it though. It's probably been calcified in the jar or the tub.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, I got these paints. I was like, I'm so excited. I finally have time to use these 10 years later.
That's like our screen printing little
And then,
system.
Which one?
I know. Both of
Was
them.
anybody
dried
want to
up
buy one?
Dried up in the box, probably.
Who knows? It's hermetically sealed. It could be pristine.
Right. Amanda did have the hamster. 3 brother hamsters. She said, I really missed them all. I bet. That's hard. Harry also organized his painting area with a 6-drawer cabinet and put away lots of stuff.
That's good.
Hello,
You can come
Donna.
over, help.
Donna, thank you for joining us. Harry says, you won't be able to see it. It's only a partial here. Okay. Well, then that's better. That's better. Hold on, everybody. I have to turn on Do Not Disturb. I keep getting disturbing comments. No, I just keep getting notifications flipping across my screen. It takes my...
Yeah, I get that too.
Oh, it makes me crazy.
Some people are like, did you do this thing? Did you do this
I
thing?
know, and then my attention soars away, forever gone. Facebook user says I made a veggie and chickpea curry for dinner.
That sounds great.
That sounds good. We went for Chinese the other night, and we had that the last 2 nights.
We had a good day in the store.
Yeah, we had a really nice day in the store, so we celebrated by not cooking. Yay!
Plus, William was excited to see me.
Yeah, he had come back, so that was like a celebratory Andrew's return home, and we had a good day in the store.
And we watched Wheel of Time, and something actually good happened.
Yes,
I
on the
shouldn't
show.
say that. There's
But
some episodes are more climactic than others. Let's
Yes.
just say that.
this one had some good times.
It was double stuff was good.
And then what did we watch yesterday? Oh, we watched some Forged in Fire. I've been working on things on the couch in the evenings, and it's mindless kind of TV, the Forged in Fire, because you can just look up and look down, look up and look down, and it's fine. There's no story you have to necessarily follow along with. So we've been having that on in the background. And what else did we watch? Didn't we watch something else? Oh, Loki. We started Loki, which Andrew's not a fan of. I kind of like it, but
It's all right.
yeah, yeah. I kind of I don't know where they're going with it right now, but I kind of like it.
If you don't pay attention,
Excuse me.
I barely can keep track, and I remember all those stuff, and then I'm like, I don't know. All right, she's at McDonald's now. All right.
Donna says, I finally got my made pieces assorted by price, and Halloween and Christmas. That was a chore. I bet. Marianne said, oh, yesterday I played with distress mica sprays and oxide spray.
Okay. Tim Holtz.
Let's see. Marianne said, that's a good reason to celebrate, right? Marianne says, I plan to watch Loki. I hope I like it.
Who said that?
Marianne. We're on the newest season. I don't know if you've seen any of them or not. But they only had 1 episode. I feel like they've been asking us to start watching the season for like 3 weeks, but there's only 1 episode.
It's like the pre ramp up. Oh, don't forget to tell people about October 22nd.
Anita says, we binged Loki on Sunday, was disappointed with it. I don't mind it. I don't know. I don't remember much of the last season, but the new season, it's interesting, I guess, maybe. I don't know. You know, it's I don't know. It is what it is. So Andrew's reminding me before I forget, October 22nd is the Ligonier Witches Bike Brigade is going to be in town. And if you don't know what that is, that's when hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women dressed up as witches come through town. The event helps to support, I believe, 2 different animal charities. And they sell tickets for the event. If you want to take part, I hope you'll buy a ticket.
They might be sold out.
Yeah, I don't know how if they sell out or not. They were not sold out last time I talked to them.
That's not good.
Yeah, so
Unless they added tickets.
but you can get tickets and dress up and come as a witch. It is a drinking and eating and shopping extravaganza.
It's women only.
Yeah, women only.
But they did a guy thing over at Champion Lakes or something this year.
Yeah, but it's meant to be a women's event. So and it started out as a drinking event, really, which is why I think they kept it women's only, especially in the beginning. And it's now they're trying to, as different people have changed hands on who's running it, they're trying to make it more into a universal town-wide eating, drinking, shopping event. So lots of witches in town, but also we are going to be opening our first art exhibition in 3 years.
A group show.
A group show called Spooky Creepy. And it's going to open the night of, I think, 5 to 7 or 5 to 8 on October 22nd. Officially, it'll be hung for the day for the witches. And it's 17 plus artists from all over the country sending in their work. Some may be here, some may not. I don't know.
I picked up Cheryl Ann's.
You picked up Cheryl Ann's. I know we have some locals who are going to try to get stuff in it. You know, there are a lot of events going on that people are submitting artwork for. So
Brenda Schwader is going to send something.
That's good.
And a bunch.
Yeah. So we should have good art. That show will then go into the online store, I believe on the 23rd, the following day. I'm going to try and get everything online so that you, if you're not local, can take a look at that show and purchase pieces from it as well if it's not sold out first. Harry says, we watch Forge and Fire always, and I'm always watching Blown Away, a glass show. Yeah, Blown Away is good too. We like that one.
That one dude, the host, I'm like, whose nephew is this?
Let's see. Marion says, I saw the first season. They have advertised it for weeks. Yeah, it's like, but it actually came up and said, watch now. You know, we have the little Apple TV and it tells us that when the new things come out, it's supposed to anyway. It doesn't always work. And I thought it's been there like watch now for weeks, and usually it doesn't put that up until it's like ready to watch. And I assumed there were more episodes, but there weren't, which is probably a good thing because I got some extra work done. Donna says, I always look forward to your videos for the Witches Brigade. We'll see if I get videos or not this year. I'm going to try, but sometimes it's really busy. It's a busy day. It can be a very busy day.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite days. I'll go to that, but I won't go to 4 days.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just send him down for the witches this year.
Nah.
I'll go out and party with the witches.
You are a boy.
Yeah, I can't. Anita says, season 2, episode 1 of Loki was better. Now to wait for the rest. Yeah, I know, right? Marion says, I always dress as a witch. Right?
What day is it?
What day is
Tuesday?
Today? It's Tuesday. Marion says, because it isn't the clothes that make a witch, right? But these clothes make some witches. I'll tell you that. They get all dressed up. Some people go all out, and it's supposed to be the Ligonier Witches Bike Brigade. So a lot of them, fewer lately than have been, but you'll hear witches riding down the streets cackling. There are a few that just they ride up and down the streets just cackling like witches, which is really fun.
It's a fun day.
Donna says, oh, that will be fun. Gosh, I wish I lived closer to you guys. Yeah, Donna. Yes, it is lots of fun. It is lots of fun. Brooke says, my spouse loves Forged in Fire. I think I've seen every episode by now. Hello, Brooke. Welcome, by the way.
No, I know my friends is going to be, they have, they're going to do it where they go to the different craft schools.
What
So,
Forged in Fire is?
yeah.
Oh.
So there's going to be John C. Campbell's going to be on one of the episodes.
Mm.
So Elizabeth Bells is going to be in it.
Nice.
Yes, we got a little tiny spoon from her.
Nice. Get
Did
that.
you know that?
No. I knew you got a spoon. That's all I knew. And we've gotten many tiny spoons from many people.
Yeah, because it's nice.
It is nice. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining in. Amanda says, that sounds fun. I would love to ride and cackle, right?
Come on down.
Okay. So,
What else we got? We got some other things to talk about, don't we? I thought we did.
there will not, did I say this? There will not be a Saturday morning tutorial this Saturday. Just so y'all know. Jen is still driving back from Connecticut today, which is why I'm able to be here with all of you right now instead of filming with her. And this week is too crazy. Even if we could fit in a filming, I don't think I could get it edited and done in time.
Not with everything.
So I may, for the YouTube ratings, I may quickly edit some of the rest of the podcast and put those up. Because if you are not with YouTube, if you are not consistent, like I wasn't consistent 1 week and we stopped gaining followers pretty quickly. I watched the numbers drop because I missed a Saturday. And then this Saturday, we came out on Sunday. So I'm probably maybe going to try that. We may also try to work on some editing of Andrew's his little talk with Barbara McFadden to turn it into a little podcast episode as well. For those of you who may not have watched the video or don't like videos, we'll turn it in maybe to a little podcast, mini podcast episode.
Some of you on YouTube may not know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Andrew only broadcasted. I forgot about that. He only did the live with Barbara on Friday.
All of my travel logs
Facebook.
are only on Facebook.
Yeah, so his travel logs he does on Facebook. He doesn't do them through StreamYard, so it doesn't go to YouTube. So if you're not on Facebook at all, you definitely didn't see or hear it. I was going to turn the whole video into a video on YouTube, but it's vertically filmed, and YouTube doesn't like those that much unless it's a short, and this is not a short. So we're talking about, I'm going to strip the audio out of that and adjust the audio because it's for whatever reason, when you do those, the Facebook turns the audio only toward the person filming, and it's a very hard time hearing the person. But I did a quick, like 2-second adjustment to see if I could fix the audio today, and it worked really well. So I think, I think I'm going to be able to fix and equalize the audio out and get a fairly decent podcast episode out of it. So that'll be, I think I can get that much done.
We're doing allegory interviews. How many years has it been?
I know, 2018, 2019. Yeah, crazy. Let's see here. Marion says, it was so weird watching on Sunday. I actually missed the premiere. I know. I just had way too much going on that it was not going to happen for Saturday. And it got to the hour, and I was like, I forget when I put up that we're going to have it on Sunday. I don't know if it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I forget when it was. And it was like, this is not, sorry, y'all. I'm not getting this edited and up. So
I didn't even see it.
So it went up on Sunday, and it was a Y necklace. And if you didn't see it, it's a really flexible tutorial. So you can use any kind of beads with it. You can use any length of chain with it. I know Cheryl did a good riff on it as usual. And so there are lots of things that you could use your own stash for it. And it makes a nice, lovely, just dainty little Y necklace. And if you don't know what I mean, it comes down in a little Y and has a little drop. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. It did fairly okay for coming out on a Sunday. But if you missed it, go to YouTube and check it out on our YouTube channel.
You didn't even mention my pendants I made yesterday.
I'm not even there yet. I'm still talking to people. I'm going to let him get up here and talk to you, y'all. As he blinks slowly at me.
That's kitty kisses, y'all.
Uh-huh. Let's see here. Marianne says, that would be nice. Barbara's voice was so soft in the video. Yeah, it's not even that she was soft.
Yeah,
Facebook,
she is a soft speaker.
But Facebook also does that. Like, it, I guess it assumes that you want to use the front speaker because you're looking at yourself and doing the live. But when you flip the camera around, it doesn't seem to flip around the microphone, and it keeps picking up the front voice instead of the rear.
That's weird. That's
one of the reasons I don't use it anymore. We used to use just the Facebook Live a lot, but it does not pick up. Like I would do our around the town videos, and you could barely hear the other store owners and stuff. So, yeah, not perfect. Marion says Cheryl's version was very nice. Thank you. I don't know why I'm thanking you, but it was. Thank Cheryl for doing it. Anybody else out there who wants to put one out in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group on Facebook, please do. Julie says, William, you did a great job holding down the fort. Thank you. I tried as well as I could. Sandra says it was a cool interview. Julie says, Jen is a great teacher. I enjoyed it. Good. Marion said, after all, it is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Right. What else? Anything else? We've gone over that. Oh, book club is postponed. If you missed book club, so did we yesterday. We postponed it. We will work on those 2 books.
3 books now.
3 books now. We're going to catch up on 3 books at once.
It's going to be that triple staff meeting. It's the end of the month, I think. We'll
pick a day. You didn't pick a day yet, did you?
No, it's a graveyard book that we're doing too. So we're going to do Braiding Sweetgrass, The Invisible Hour, and the Graveyard Book.
There you go. All 3 of them. Last Monday of this month, we're going to try. We'll see
if it comes out.
Oh, Mary says Andrew's live day. Yeah, Tuesday to see Andrew. That makes sense.
Huh? What?
Because I said that I'm going to put you up here, and then she said it is Tuesday after all, your live day.
Oh, wow.
So, and then, since I didn't mention them, let's mention Andrew's pendants. If you missed yesterday's show, we showed you Andrew's, I don't know if I can call it a sample sale, which kind of was. Andrew made a bunch of things while he was away at Aramont, and he brought them back and decided to put them on sale. So if you missed them, they are available, but we sold a number of them. So feel free to send an email and I'll check the stock to see if we still have them.
So here's some news. Well, on my news, 2 kind of news. One, I got accepted into another show in New York Jewelry Week.
That's good. That's great, right, everybody?
Access Adorn show. Truth or Dare.
Oh.
Guess which one I picked? Generational Trauma. Truth. Like, oh.
Uh-huh.
That one little brooch.
I believe it.
That one little brooch is making a little, I call it a little money maker. That's the only good thing I've ever made, probably. Anyway, so that's going to go back to New York. It's going to be coast to coast. And then I got invited back to Aramont before the end of the season. So I don't know what I'm going to take, where I can fit in.
And if he can do it at all.
So I need to hustle and make some money because it costs about $1,000 to go down even with a scholarship. So I need to make an extra.
Extra. Because we got lots going on.
But don't you want me to have my best life?
If we can afford the best life we can afford.
Yes.
The best life we can afford.
No, William.
Oh, Sharon is here. Sharon Labau. Hello.
I
How's-
asked him the other day, I said, what are you doing? And he said, Sharon Post. And I thought he said he was talking to Sharon Post. I said, who's that? And he was like, what are you talking about? He thought I was crazy.
I'm like, what? I said I'm sharing posts. I'm talking to the world. That's who I'm talking to.
That's your drag queen name, William.
Sharon Post. That's pretty much
That's your life.
all day, every minute of every day. So yeah. So if you did not see his pendants yesterday, go back, rewatch that episode. Fast forward to all the good actual pendants, and
Well, I had bad ones.
or don't listen to me talk. It's okay too.
I was on that too.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's right. You perched.
myself.
Yeah, that's right. You perched on the windowsill. Barnaby, you coming back up? So today, everybody, Marion says yes. Money should be a marker of a good life. I'd like more of those markers. But we're okay. It's okay.
Could be better.
Could always be better.
I could go to all the classes.
All the classes. Yeah. Anyway.
The ones I really want to take are full.
Oh,
So they'll see if they can squeeze me in.
Hello. I didn't get cuddles with you today, did I?
He
Oh.
got to go out by him alone some.
No, he was with his brother. They go out on the porch together. Huh. And they go out. They don't go any further than just around the porch. And they go sit. And because it's cold, we close the door and they get to feel like they're outside cats. But I don't go any further than staying in the kitchen where I can spy on them out the window.
I was like, what happened while I was gone? It's a new
It was warm, so the door was open.
new day.
Yeah,
in here.
it's just because it's cold. It's cold here, y'all. It's not really that cold, but it's down to
seasonally
42
appropriate.
degrees. 42 is a low.
Maybe tomorrow I will do a tour of the stuff we got in North Carolina.
That'd be nice.
If you don't know what you're looking at, you may be like, because William he unpacked the van, or he looked in the van and he was like, "Where's all the stuff?"
I knew.
But
there's
the
like-
thing is that
There's like 3 little things.
but the tools are small.
Yeah.
So
Marion said 71 there. Marion says there's a British sitcom called The Good Life. They were money poor. I don't want to be money
I
poor.
know. Yeah.
Not unless we can live in a civilization without money.
No way.
That's the only way we're going to want to
I don't
be
want
it that
any
way.
Money problems on the prairie.
I know, right?
Sounds
Susie
like,
says it's been in the upper 60s here in Florida. Boy, your parents must be freezing if it's only in the upper 60s.
My parents?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hello, by the way, Susie.
I was thinking of going down, and then I was like, I'm too busy.
Whoops, what just happened?
Let's skip.
Barnaby. No, he hit the thing and my finger hit the wrong button.
Be careful.
I know, we're all still here. Donna says, high today was 80. High tomorrow, 83. Lows this weekend, low 40s. Yeah, our highs today, the high today was 60 and the low is 42.
Sometimes when the weather is terrible, we have really good 4 days.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cold and rainy.
Because people don't want to be out in the weather, so they stay in the shops.
Hello, buddy.
Sometimes when the weather is beautiful and you would think that it's going to be like the best day ever,
Mm-hmm.
people are outside and then they blow all their money before
Yes.
they come into the shop.
Because Fort Days is mostly not about the in-town merchants. There are hundreds and hundreds of food trucks and craft booths And so when it's super, super nice, people are out frolicking in the greenery and out in the parks where the craft booths are. But when it's cold and when it's rainy, they want to come into the nice warm stores. So this could be a very nice year, hopefully.
Except if we're doing a competition, but if you win, I win, and if I win, you win.
I know, we all win.
Correct.
It's all for us.
So make sure
but I've
win.
never held Andrew to do the funny, silly, whatever I chose for him to do if he loses. There's supposed to be a losing component to this where you have to do a dance or something. And I've never made him do it. So if I win again this year.
I did something.
If I win again this year, we're going to pick something together, everybody, that Andrew has to do.
I seem to recall dancing on an alligator. And then William did it too, just because.
Yeah. Barnaby's making eyes at me.
Uh-huh.
He's making eyes. He missed me today. I missed him too.
Yeah, Gilbert has been so cuddly.
It's been cold. They've been chilly. When it turns temperature, when it goes from hot to cold, like we're comfortable in the house. We have it set to 65 or whatever. It's fine. And but when it does turn to cold, these cats take a while to warm up to it. So they need the extra body heat. So they're really, I don't think they need that, but I like to think that's, they're cuddling because they like to stay warm. I like to think they're cuddling because they love us so much, but it does happen when the temperature drops. But when they get to go out on the porch a little bit, then they come running in and he's all fluffy and fluffed up. And
that's cute.
Yeah. And then he comes in and snuggles with me. Amanda says, we had the AC on the one day. The next needed to turn the furnace. It got cold overnight. Yeah, I had windows open. It was nice and airy. And then that night, it got cold.
Oh my gosh. I packed. When I went to Aramont, I was like, oh, the weather's only like 5 degrees warmer. It's not that bad. Holy
What a difference 5 degrees make, right?
No. It got hot. And I was like sweating the one day. I was like, I don't know about y'all, but could we open a window, please? Because it's so hot in here. And we were doing the enameling, so all the kilns were in the room.
Yeah.
I had my desk set next to the kilns. I moved. I was like,
Is your melting down?
Huh?
Is your melting down?
I sat down for like 2 seconds, and I felt the heat radiating off the kiln. I said, nope. And I moved because before anybody else got to claim.
Right. So, yeah, that's what's going on. All that has been 48 minutes worth of what's going on here.
So if I get to go again, I have maybe the chance to take a class with Sandra McEwen, who's known for cloisonne.
Ooh.
You can find her on the YouTube.
On the YouTube?
Or Anna Johnson, who is like one of my crushes. Her work, I'm just like, I want to make stuff that looks like this.
You're going to have a new favorite?
Who's the new favorite?
I don't know yet. Who's the new favorite? All right.
I always think Elizabeth Berman's the favorite.
It's like, that's the favorite. Hard to top that.
But I also like everybody.
It's like, what discipline? What discipline are we talking?
I know, because I also like my friend Tanya Crane. That was a really good class.
And you liked Barbara a lot.
Barbara and I are going to be best friends. I hope she doesn't mind.
All right. I turned the light on, everybody. That means I have a shadow. That means we're turning this around. So today we are, and sorry, I'm very nasally. My allergies have been insane.
Called that leaf mold.
Yeah, it's my nose is running. Everything. I don't have a cold. I don't feel hot. I don't feel, weirdly tired or achy or anything like other than my regular body aches, which is happening in my 40s.
I'm like, I feel tired every day.
I know, but not differently tired. The same exhausting tired. But we the allergies are insane. And then I went to my other job today, and one of the coworkers that I have, who's not in my office but visits my office often, had a cold. And I'm like,
get behind thee.
I was like, I'm sorry, but you cannot come close to me today. I cannot be around you. I have a whole weekend of things that have to get done.
Yeah,
And
you don't go out, it's gonna be let's just say they don't want me there. You're gonna see the dark cloud.
Yeah. I don't want to be doing taxes with my nose running and an achy body. I don't want to be doing fort days, and I can't make other people sick.
No way.
I am very nasally. I've been taking so many antihistamines, which doesn't help the falling asleep thing. They say non-drowsy. I don't know if there is a real truly non-drowsy antihistamine.
It's because you can finally breathe. You're getting that hit of oxygen.
Right. It counteracts the drowsy. So yeah. So
no, it makes you more drowsy.
Maybe.
Because you can actually breathe.
Yeah, I can barely breathe. All right. So today we have a whole lot, I think. There's a whole lot of vintage seed beads.
So we were going to wait. Okay. Story time, y'all.
Tell them, Andrew.
All right. So there was a thing called a pandemic.
Y'all know about that?
Did you hear about
Here,
that?
I'm going to turn this off if we're going to do story time.
All right. And so we have had the worst trouble getting containers for seed beads. So for one, they did not have them at all.
Mm-mm.
And you could not get them. And then there was a company that that started producing them during the pandemic, but the lids don't fit.
And they crack.
And so they made it the biggest mess. Because we got some of those and we started filling them up, and we hung them on the thing like we normally do. And William came in one day and the seed beads were everywhere.
So it's either they didn't fit, or when you put them in, they crack the plastic.
So
either way,
over
no
the
good.
summer, we got a whole heck of a lot of seed beads, which you may have noticed I had done a bunch of seed bead tutorials like every day over the summer. And so we had all these seed beads, but we couldn't sell them because we didn't have a way to appropriately
tube them.
We couldn't portion them out. And so we finally said, forget it. We're just gonna put them in bags, and it looks ghetto, or it looks not great. And
we got little bags of seed beads. So you're gonna get a little bag of seed beads. We are portioning them out as evenly as we can.
A lot of it is done by weight, so.
And you're gonna get what we scoop in there. You know, we treat you good usually, so don't worry about that. But it's we always like them to look professional. Even our vintage seed beads usually come in tubes, and we hate to just dump them in bags, because if a bag explodes in someone's package,
it's not fun.
Usually we take the tubes, put them in plastic bags so that they're like doubly safe. But it's going to be what it's going to be, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And these are going to be priced the same as our tubes normally, $2 only each. All of them have multiple lots available. We're not even going to try to count.
No way.
You would only get in trouble on some of them if you wanted like 30 bags. So if you want that many, we'll take a look. But we've got a lot. So
I have more at the cottage, but I didn't get a chance to go over there.
Yeah. So I think we have 29 lots today.
30.
There are 30. I only have 29 papers.
I wrote 30.
Oh no, it ends in 29 here. There it is. Okay, so 30 lots today. There are probably more that we could do, but
That's enough.
yeah, that's enough. So, by the way, we also have a lot already on our website. So you can go to allegorygallery.com. I don't think these are duplicates of any of those, although Andrew ordered these in probably probably at a time when maybe those would have crossed over. I don't know, but you can check. You can already get them $2 a tube. Those are all in tubes on our website. Once they're gone, they're pretty much gone.
Yeah, one of the colors was the pink. Show the pink. Well, no, don't show the pink.
I'll show them all later.
So the pink was 8 times as much as all of the other ones. And that's because they are almost out and pink costs more and blah, 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 blah. So we just averaged it all out.
Yeah. We try to sell them always for $2 a tube. So we're selling these for $2 a bag. And we hope you like them.
And
I'm going to let you know the size of them. There's some, odd sizes because they're vintage. And I'm going to let you know these are generally, I think, all either Venetian or Japanese. And they're vintage and antique. Mostly all antique. I don't think we got any French this time. So vintage Venetian / antique and vintage / antique Japanese.
Now, some of them have a little bit crusty on them, and that's because they were tumbled, and some of the tumbling medium wasn't removed. So don't think that's a defect. You just take some warm soapy water and then just
wash them out and dry them if you have to.
Rinse them. That's not a big problem. If you need them for a pattern, the Japanese are more consistent. There are the Venetian ones, the Italian ones. They're a little bit more varied. And also, sometimes the colors are different. So,
yeah, there's some variance within them because they're vintage. But if you are doing a pattern, like he said, try with the Japanese ones more so, unless the pattern can be a little wonky. But
like if you're doing fringe, you're fine. If you're gonna do peyote stitch and you want it to look like something, skip it because it's gonna.
I know it's tempting because they're only $2 a bag, and seed beads are expensive sometimes. But these are not necessarily the right thing for all patterns. Although the Japanese ones, when I was looking at them, they look pretty good.
And generally. Also, if you get one that's kind of off, don't use it.
Right.
Like if one is like oddly small, take it and put it out.
And I'm going to be showing you these through the bags.
No way. You can't show them loose.
That's what I was going to say. I thought you were saying no way you have to open them.
Way.
I was like, there's no way here we're going to open them. So they're going to be showing through the bag. They're clear bags. There may be some reflection, but that's the only way we can do this in a way that's not going to take 16 hours for $2 things. Brooke says, I use Venetian for netting stitch all the time.
Yeah, that works great.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So if you would like to claim any of these, we're giving you lot numbers. So just like most of our videos, to purchase from this video, take down each lot number you would like and send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. That is scrolling down below. Also reminding you, if you like what we do, please like, share, and subscribe to us or follow us if you're on Facebook. And if you want more than one, for example, these are going to be SB for seed bead lots. SB, if you want more than one of SB1, in your email, put SB1 times 8, and we'll get you 8 packs of them. Just an example. All right. Sally's asking, are these vintage Miyuki?
The Japanese ones?
Yeah. They are not marked.
Let me look.
See if they are. I don't remember seeing that they were marked specifically Miyuki.
It kind of looks like that packaging. but I don't know 100%.
Yeah, we hate to say unless we know 100%.
Because it could be Matsuno, but they're not shaped like Matsuno because those are usually more cylindrical. So I'm gonna go with maybe Mayuki. But
Tending toward Mayuki, we'll say that.
they are just from Japan.
They're definitely from Japan. That much we know. All right, so let me flip this camera around.
Who's ready?
Who is ready? I'm ready. I gotta get this show on the road, y'all.
Is anybody watching still?
21 people.
What?
Told you this is gonna be a good one. People like this. They've been waiting for some of these seed beads.
Good.
Let me see if
Where's
I can.
Anissa?
I know, right? One time we show them, she's not here. Let me see. Is my ultra wide camera? Oh, don't look at that yet.
What, my face?
No, getting a preview.
Oh.
I need to get my heater back in this room. It's chilly. I've been very chilly lately.
We need to clean this room.
You're telling me. You're telling me. Okay, here we go, everybody. Let's.
You dirtied up my work area.
Mm-hmm. This room used to be pretty organized. SB1, everybody. SB1. This is a bag. This is 5-0 Japanese vintage seed beads in white.
And then that.
Matte. So you'll see this is about the size bag you'll this is the size bag you'll get. This is about the filling you'll get.
So that's good. That's like a little more than a tube, I think.
Yeah, I mean I think that's definitely probably more. A tube's about that big, and that's probably more than a tube. So you're getting a deal. How about that? 5-0. It's the 5. Japanese.
Did you put the lot number?
SB1. Multiple lots available. Let us know how many you want. We'll pack the bags for you and send them out.
I think I did some tutorials with this one.
All
So
right. These are white. Matte white.
and they're pretty white.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
white.
Here's one thing about these beads, these sea beads. Let me tell you. If you use the shadow, y'all, shadow file line, you better clean that business before you start beading with it, because it will mark up these beads.
The white ones.
I mean,
No. Hello, everybody. Maybe we're back. I don't know if our Wi-Fi is going out now here.
great.
Great. Now I can do taxes.
Just
Yay.
started.
Ooh. Hope nothing broke. All right. So we're back, I think. I think we went away. Now I think we're back. Danette says you are back. Marianne doesn't have sound.
Do it sound now?
Is there sound now?
Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear us now? Are you there, everybody?
Hello?
Hello, hello. They see us. No one's letting me know if we have sound. Do we have sound? Did our mic go out? I'll wait here. Yes, Amy says. Oh, Amy. Hello, Amy.
Which Amy?
It says Amy L.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe our friend from Pennsylvania, but not sure. Okay, Danae can hear us. They can hear us. Good.
It's like a seance.
I know. Okay, next up, SB2, $2. These are black, vintage Venetian 10-0. Amy says use crystal fireline instead of smoke. If you want to, that's a good idea. Catherine is with us. Hello, Catherine. Thanks for joining us.
Design, but you should take a piece of brown paper bag and run your thread through that a couple times, and that will take off the extra dye.
There you go.
Because sometimes you want to see the thread,
Right.
you know?
So these are the 10-0 vintage Venetian in a glossy black. And like you said, sometimes you'll see a little bit of stuff in there. Just ignore that. Take it out. Don't use it. Throw it away. All right. And remember, these are all $2 a bag. And we tried to give you a good bag full. So it's SB2 vintage Venetian 10 SB2. Julie says, great tip.
All right. For y'all.
SB3. SB3 vintage Japanese 12-0. And these are a matte light green. Very, very springy green color.
If you got it in the vintage Japanese, it's white with a green spot. So we had an online store. These match pretty good.
There you go.
There's also that kit with the green, the bent tubes with the floral decals on them. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That looks good with that.
That most recent one.
I'm not just making stuff up.
He's not. He's not, everybody. We do have a kit like that. It's in the 12th anniversary celebration collection. Now
that I'm back, we can get serious about that.
Oh, good.
Just in time for me to crump you.
Yeah. I'll believe it the year that I see it happen.
It's coming.
Yeah. Maybe it's coming in like 5 years.
I was emotionally distressed last year, so I can't. That was kind of a wash day.
What's gonna happen this year?
I'm gonna bust you behind.
We'll see.
I'm already planning my celebration move.
Oh, are you?
What should William do when he loses?
SB4.
I'm gonna speak power into my manifestation. Power.
This is from Japan, vintage antique Japanese, size 10-0. And these are this beautiful matte yellow. Look how lovely those are. I love these matte beads.
Me too.
Love them. Now these may someday, not soon, but they may someday make it into the online store. But for now, this is the way to get these and the only way to get these. So if you're waiting because you're like, oh, they'll put them in the online store soon.
Nah, we're busy.
We got a lot to do before we put $2 tubes into the online store. So
that was like somebody's like, oh, are you going to put the 25-cent clasp in there? I was like, I got more stuff to do than that.
Right. The only reason these seed beads ever made it into the online store is because we had help and they would go around the store finding things to put in there.
I miss them.
I miss them too. But yeah. So these are super nice. And these are
speak it to the universe of winning the lotto.
It's $1.74 billion.
Let's make it true.
I played it when it was 1.4 this past week. We did not win.
Let's all gather our minds together, taking our time, focus the energy for abundance, prosperity, and winner chicken dinner. 1 point, how many billion?
7.4.
Oh my goodness.
That's 700
and good things.
I think they said it was $789 million cash. If you just wanted the cash, if you didn't want the annuity.
Let's do it.
789 million cash. think of the amount of town you could buy.
Oh my goodness. All the classes. Not just US, y'all. We're going to start branching out.
So
get that passport warmed up.
So there you go.
I'm going to be like Susan Leonard. We're going to go to Morocco.
Because while we love these, we ain't going to make that kind of money selling $2 bags of seed beads.
You never know.
Yeah, well, that's true. Somebody made money off us buying these seed beads.
Correct. They didn't make that much. But Maybe enough for like a
Marion says,
coffee.
I could use a small gift, guys. Hey, if we win,
We're gonna take care of all our people.
that's right. All our people are going to be
And you know
like.
what? All of the people who are not our people gonna know it too. There will be signs.
There will be signs. Yeah, y'all who watch us they're going to get gifts in the mail. Believe me.
You're gonna be like, what?
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 Yeah, it's going to be like.
Did I win the lotto?
It's going to be like all the holidays all put together for y'all if we win that kind of money.
Correct.
All right. Japanese.
Get that 1.7 billion.
Well, I know. That's the estimated. It could go higher. Can you imagine winning just one person winning that? Like if we won it, like didn't have to split it with anybody.
Holy smoke. I'll split it.
I was thinking about that too then. I was like, anyway, I'll go into that maybe in a post later. But I was thinking about if you were a billionaire, what that means. Like, think about it. Billionaires
Jeff.
Billionaires spend money, right? But they don't actually they do buy things, but at the exchange rate that they buy things, like I was looking up like somebody who makes minimum wage and what that impact would have on you for them to buy something. So like it was like if they bought a cup of coffee, the difference in the ratio between their income and a cup of coffee would be like 0.00001 cents to somebody making minimum wage. So could you give that away if you were making minimum wage? Would you hesitate to buy a coffee at 0.0001 cents? No. Like it's just the mindset of having that kind of money and the things you can do. Like they could buy for half of your minimum wage for a year, they could buy the 5th most expensive house in the world. And it would be like you giving away half of your salary for a year. So
I don't need that.
it's just that kind of thought. Like
I don't need that robo toilet.
It's a different thought process when you have that like you don't really buy things anymore. You just you just take it because it's like change to you for most things that like gonna throw a penny at you. There's a sports car like that. It's insane when you really think about it.
What country was that when they were giving out tickets and it's ratio to your income?
Oh, I think they do that in Sweden or Norway, where you get speeding tickets that are proportional to your income. Not everyone pays the same amount. They know your income, and you get a speeding ticket. It affects you more if you make more money. Well, it affects you the same technically.
Well,
but you pay more.
I was in Gatlinburg, y'all. You may or may not have known that. And I was driving, and I heard the whoop whoop, and I almost pooped my pants.
He was talking to me as you were, and I heard it too, and I was like, "Tell me you didn't just get pulled over." And then
I was getting a little bit fired up,
right?
But it was not me. Knock on wood. But like if we got so for us, like if that happens to us, that hurts,
Yeah. If we get a ticket, that's like bad times.
Mm-hmm. If that happens to Jeff Bezos or whoever, Elon Musk, whatever, then they're like, oh well.
He digs in his couch cushions and pays that. Like that's pretty much what the difference would the true ratio would be. So yeah. Here's some more sea beads.
This is Matt Japanese.
This is Matt Japanese 5-0. These are 5-0. These are the big ones. Look at that red color. Beautiful, beautiful matte red.
I use those on a project.
All right.
Doing a bunch of projects.
Susan says, I'm playing. I will definitely be funding Andrew's class.
That's it.
He's like, that's it. That's it if you win.
That's all I'm worth to you.
Oh, just be happy, Andrew. Stop asking for so much.
You don't ask, you don't receive.
That's true. That's true.
An open hand and an open heart receive.
Next up are these same matte ones from Japan, but in 12.0 SB6. Look at those. You could get the big ones, and you could get the.
You can. That's for a good project. They match already.
Yep.
You need that.
So these are
If you need to do the
SB6.
decrease, then you can have that, and then it's all,
all together. All the same.
What would you buy if you had that and not pay? If the thing, okay, you can't say pay off debt because that's not fun.
No, that's the first thing we're all gonna do, right? What would you go crazy on? Put it in the comments. What would you go crazy on? The first, other than paying your debt, what's the very first thing you would buy for yourself?
Oh my gosh, Japanese enamels.
Not
Japanese
for
enamels.
Not treating other people nice. Not what is the first selfish thing that you have always wanted that you would buy for yourself?
Nimomina.
I don't even know what it would be.
Oh my gosh, I know.
It's like I
would
know.
Would you like me to go through the list?
I would probably. It's I don't know, because back in my youth time I would say a Porsche, because I've always wanted one of those, and I still want one of those, but I don't think that would be the first thing I would buy anymore.
Nah.
I don't know what I would do. I'd have to think about that. Marion says maybe take a trip to Europe and maybe stay. Donna says a very sensible car. You don't have to be sensible anymore, Donna. You never have to be sensible in your life if you won $1.74 billion. You don't have to be sensible. What sensible car.
Art supply would you buy? Oh my gosh.
Susan said I would fly to Dubai. Suzanne would fix up the house. The first thing I would buy is a house on Beach Avenue in Cape May, New Jersey. There, we're getting a little better. There we go. Buy a private island. You could afford your own private island if you really wanted to. With this, this is like we don't think big enough for $1 billion. Like we're not used to thinking. $1 It's $1.74 billion.
Any kind of money.
That's what it is. It's $1.74 billion or 789 million after
my own particular use.
Yeah, imagine if you had that kind of money.
Oh my gosh, I would pay off all of Ann Shui's debt and set her up with a little annuity so she don't have to ever worry about anything.
There would be a lot of little annuities we would set up, that's for sure. This is size 5 Venetian SB7. Lennis is getting a new couch.
That's what you got now? Got a couch. You
got
a couch when we went to ECU.
Julie would buy a truck and an RV. Oh, there's Cheryl. How much did I miss? We're on SB7. You missed a lot. We're talking about if we won the Powerball, $1.74 billion, what is the first selfish thing you would buy just for yourself? That you have.
He hesitated. Did I hesitate 1 second?
No.
No.
I am not used to having the freedom of thought to spend money. Like all of our money is spent very hesitatingly for me. So for me to come up with something is not an easy
oh my God,
thing.
I could come up with things all day long.
But once I got used to not even having to look at the bank account, because with that kind of money, you have somebody to run your money.
I would buy a new metal studio for Touchstone. It would be so amazing. People would come from all over the universe just to look at it.
Like, honestly, I think I would buy property and I would put a house in the middle of it with some cottages and
community.
Build some kind of little community where I could get away to. We could both get away to. And then I would fix our in-town house up. Like, fix it up.
That's boring.
He's like, that's boring.
That's
and
what
then
we're going to do with our poor people money.
Cheryl would get a new laptop.
William, he would get all the things. He would be basically Iron Man. They call him Apple Man.
Apple Man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what, because you,
Power
like,
up.
how do you dream big enough with 1.74 billion?
Oh my
Like I
gosh,
said,
I find, oh my gosh, all of the people I know who want to go to classes, who can't go to classes, you get a class, you get a class, you get a class.
yeah, my real dream, I was thinking about this. I even dreamt about it last night. I was dreaming that we were in Moxum and we were buying up all the properties and we were going to start a giant university campus up there.
Did you know it used to be a university there?
No, but I was dreaming that. And then anybody who sold their house or gave up their house for us to do the campus, we were going to have like beautiful luxury apartments that they would just live in for free. And then they could take classes. And then, like, that was in the dream.
Yeah, they ended up having to remove the campus there because they stopped the bus line to it. Isn't that weird?
Donna says you'd have to have a money manager. Can you imagine the nuts that would come out of the woodwork? Yeah, you have to have the no person. The person who you refer to who always tells people no.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, because you're going to be telling a lot of people no. And you can tell a lot of good people yes.
Well, I talked to somebody over the weekend who was how you call well-heeled, and they don't manage the money at all. They have it's a foundation that runs the
Yeah,
money.
we would have a foundation of some sort, I'm sure. These are the Cobalt Japanese, vintage Japanese, 5.0 seed beads, SB8.
But I would get those Japanese enamel,
He's like,
not the tester, not the test size.
He's like, not the dust size. He's like, I go full hog on
He's
those.
gonna go gold. He's gonna go working gold now. And I'm gonna have an assistant who's gonna pour the gold, pour the silver, make the electro. If I dream it, they're gonna do it.
There you go.
I'm gonna just say, oh, I had an idea for this. And then they're gonna be like, oh, what we doing today? What we doing today,
We're gonna,
boss man?
We're gonna make that idea happen today.
We're gonna be like, we gonna make it, and we're gonna make it in 24K.
Yep.
No
Andrew, you have
restrictions.
the sweatshop you always wanted,
No.
but they'll be making lots
Oh my
of
God,
good money.
we have more than just me in it.
Not a sweatshop of one anymore.
Yeah. And it's kind of like 1.5. I done rope William into it.
Partially when I can.
Mm-hmm.
These are Japanese, size 5.0, SB9.
Garden. Oh boy.
Yeah, can you imagine the gardens you could have?
I said, look at my rare peony.
Rare peony imported from.
And so this was hand raised by them nuns out on the hill in Italy. What do y'all think? I got 2.
Says I got a backup just in case.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to pollinate one
this
another.
Is Josephine's blue rose. I don't even like blue roses. Well, I shouldn't say that. I just can't afford blue roses.
Right.
It is.
SB10 coming up for y'all. This is vintage Venetian, size 6.0. And these are really pretty. They're kind of clear with some amber ones in there.
Oh my God. I would have so much fun. Every day I would wake up.
I would, like, for the first time in my whole life, just jump out of bed every morning.
Oh, you know, like I would. So here's the thing: is if we got a little bit of money, I would probably get my teeth fixed, and I would probably do all the deferred maintenance on my body.
Yeah,
I've been.
I said there would be a personal trainer coming in if we got good enough money, and a chef. Oh,
I like to cook. But
you can cook anytime you want, but to have somebody who prepares meals so that they're like programmed for you.
Let me just tell you, when you go to places like Aroma or Touchstone, I'm so productive here. I'm so productive here. And then I'm like, well, because I didn't spend an hour cooking dinner, then an hour washing dishes and cleaning up.
Right. And if somebody were there to like give you a workout routine, take you through it, feed you optimally, the most optimal food you could, make sure you take your vitamins, personal assistant to make sure you got stuff done.
I don't need it too healthy.
He's like, I don't want too healthy. I would like to be more healthy.
I don't need to do Gwyneth Paltrow style.
This
Yeah.
is Japanese 12O SB11, $2 for these little yellows.
You gonna get that big
We had-
pancake from Japan flown in.
We had the 10Os earlier in SB4, and we have the 12Os here now, SB11.
We gonna get that giant fluffy pancake.
Danette said a chef would be fantastic.
A
Right?
good one too. Not no.
You can get those.
home.
No, you get those celebrity chefs.
Correct.
You get somebody who went to school for it, and then they're just yours.
Wow. They can be my friends too.
Yeah, but they can
I'll hold
also
up the lunch, y'all.
they can be a live-in chef. Wake up, the breakfast is cooking. Go to bed, dinner was amazing. They let you know it's lunchtime. How nice would that be? Okay. These are vintage Venetian. These are like an olivey green color. Lettuce says, I know you think a new couch is boring, but my butt doesn't agree. Then people are going to finish painting my basement and put in a hood. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working on some of those things ourselves.
Yeah.
Like I like the cottage, but you're gonna have an upgrade.
Yeah, there's going to be an upgrade for sure.
If I got that $1 billion, it would be so sweet.
So sweet.
Y'all will weep with joy.
Oh, there's Michelle. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Suzanne says, I'm cooking a veggie quiche with tater tots. That's amazing. It sounds really good. So these are the vintage Venetian, size 80, SB12 in this beautiful green color. I like this green.
We would get a new
Mossy
couch,
green.
too.
We would definitely get new couches.
Our couches
Floral.
are tore up.
New drapes. New couches. What? New flooring? What?
Who are we? The Jetsons?
I
The
know.
future?
The future.
Barnaby was like, I worked hard on
My couch work. My couch
my
artwork.
art.
Suzanne says a new bed.
Oh, did I tell y'all that the bed that I stayed at Aramont squeaked, but it sounded like birds?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Every time I turned over, it was like tweet, 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 tweet. And I was just like, my roommate probably thinks that there's like an aviary above us.
These are vintage Venetian, size 9O, SB13. And
oh my gosh, we could go on a honeymoon.
these are, I know, these
We
are
could
a
have
pearly
real
color.
wedding.
We could have a real wedding, renew
my
those
God.
vows in Portugal, and invite everybody and fly them there.
What?
And we'd barely even notice the dent in the account. Probably
That
wouldn't.
way.
Probably we could fly all of our
Oh,
friends and
I would
family.
like all of the artwork that I have ever looked at, that I have dreamed about. It would be Yayo Kasama up in here.
Right?
And be like, which one? I got two.
Marion says, I might need a few assistants too. They just need a decent salary. You could pay someone $100,000 a year and not even blink. You could pay multiple people that and not even blink with the interest you would make on that. Like, that's the kind of money we're talking. Pay.
Yeah, I don't want to like have like cause problems. The goal is to have fun and make everybody's life better, not worse.
Yeah.
I don't want to have like indentured servants that can't leave me because they're afraid. I want somebody who's gonna be like so excited about life.
I know.
And then,
We'll pay them good and
We
just
want to make all the things that I could dream of. Oh my gosh, I'd be like, what are we gonna do today? Start a publishing company. How
yeah.
many books you want?
I know. There's not many of those left out there. We could fund our own.
Yeah.
Do whatever we want.
It'll be a good day. You know how at the end of those like Pride and Prejudice and Sensitizability, when the rich people take the coins and they throw them into the crowd, it'll be like that every day.
Anne says it would be really fun to hire people and pay them great wages and give them liberal time off, right?
Yeah.
Be like, you get the summers off, and while you're getting the summer off, we're going to Portugal if you want to tag along.
And,
That's your summer off if you want it. Bring the family. That's okay too. Like, you wouldn't even make a dent in $1 billion that way.
mhm.
And then you got billionaires out there who don't do that.
Well, maybe they do. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, we're not close enough to know. Who knows what they do, really?
Yeah.
These are size 8 vintage Venetian in this pretty glossy blue.
There was one, I can't remember what show we were watching, but it was like somebody's butler, and the butler was like, "I make more money than all of y'all combined."
Amanda says we'll have a vet school on site at her farm. She's starting a farm.
That's nice.
That'd be nice, right? Yeah, all the good we would do in the world.
But also, if I'm only gonna do selfish thing, I'm gonna have the best art supplies in the universe.
He's like, I only buy the best.
It will
You're going to
be
turn
like,
into one of those. I only buy the best.
oh my god, it will be so amazing. I don't have to like say, oh, which color will be more useful? Will I use this shade more than I use this shade?
And yeah, you don't have to think about that. You just buy them all.
Take them all in this big size.
Michelle says I would get my family a house. Yeah, like I would pay off my mom's house. I would give my mom a credit card that she just used for everything.
Yeah.
You don't need to give your parents a credit card. They never have to use another card their entire life ever. It just charges to the card and we pay it off.
But I want some flat points like some rich people do.
Right. They want a car. Just charge it on the card, Mom. Your car breaking down, just go get a new one. Like that kind of, you wouldn't even have to think about it with that. If you won the sole winner of that lottery.
But let me tell you.
These are
there would be signs.
50 Japanese SB15.
I wouldn't brag about it, but there would be signs.
We wouldn't have to brag about it.
If you start seeing me using the Mimo Mina or whatever they're called.
There are going to be a lot of signs before that.
Correct.
It's called the house is being repaired. It's called the cottage is being redone.
We're doing all of that though, so it's not. But not, if it actually looks like we're getting work done.
If you see me up there painting, we didn't win big.
Correct.
If you see anybody else doing any painting on our buildings, we won big.
Nah.
Or at least big enough.
It means that I stayed up for 2 weeks. Work my fingers to the
Maybe
bone.
6mm bugle vintage Venetian in black.
And we were able to convince somebody, make a deal with somebody.
That could happen too.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start seeing scaffolding going up, that's a sign. Scaffolding around any of our buildings, major scaffolding, that's a sign.
You can tell. If we said, we're gonna you're gonna see this like diamonds flashing on the screen. I don't even like diamonds that much. You're gonna start seeing them. I saw somebody, I was like, is that diamond? And they were like, yes. I was like, is it a real diamond? They're like, yes.
Ooh, these are pretty. SB17, these are vintage Venetian 11.0 in this, there's a cat hair, in this very beautiful green, sparkly green.
Yeah, if you see, if all
are
of
these
sudden,
silver core or is it they're just clear?
If you see a Holland beater show up.
Susan says, what about a new poop hole at the cottage?
It's called a real bathroom.
he's like, you mean a bathroom? Maybe 3 of them by the time we're done at the cottage?
You mean all the things that I wanted when we got it?
Now, if you're just tuning in and just hear us talking about dreams of winning the lottery, we are doing vintage seed beads today. They are $2 a bag. There are many lots of each one of these. We didn't even put the number down here, but if you want more than one, send us, for example, SB17 times 5, and we'll get you 5 bags of those. All right.
Yeah, I will be like, it will be so great.
Yes, and it would be like bead a palooza for all of our friends. Everybody who supported us, as many people as we could find again over the years, would be very happy.
I know. I have a good memory for that.
Yes, we'd be giving back.
If I get a laser, Holy smokes.
What
I just
kind
saw
of laser are
stars.
you?
The pulsar welder.
Oh,
Don't
you're.
get confused.
I was gonna say that's not even too far out there.
The $14,000 pulsar
Oh, that
welder
one, the big one.
with a microscope and variable setting.
SB18 50 vintage Venetian in bright orange. Lenna says the matte olive ones are tempting. I know these are all. I'm not even a seed beater, and I love seeing seed beads.
He's gonna do seed bead next, y'all.
I don't know about that. Maybe if I win the lottery and I don't feel the pressure of anything monetary ever again, I'll sit in seed bead. Sure. When I don't have to think of myself, you should be doing something else. I'd be like, this is exactly what I should be doing today. Clear my schedule, assistant. I'm seed beading today. How's that? I like that idea. All right, next up, SB19 Vintage Venetian 50 in black. Amanda says, I've also dreamed of buying a city block and give houses away. That was in my dream last night.
We can do that and not win the lotto.
I don't know about we can give them away, but
Oh, now?
yeah.
Like, no, but have subsidized where their bills are only like $100 a month.
These are some of the ones like that one right there. You can see there's some of the that Andrew was talking about that you might want to use some water, soapy water, clean them out, let them dry good.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have the bead release in there. $1.74 billion.
Let's all set our attention. They'd be like, let's set it for me. No, would be nice. Would be nice.
Would be nice. All right, next up we have a size 8 Venetian seed beads in the black. Vintage Venetian seed beads in black, size 80. And if you missed the beginning, these are not in tubes. They will come to you in baggies. Tubes have been very difficult and expensive to get, and we're a little gun shy because of the disaster that some of the tubes have been recently.
Yeah, like you missed that story. William, we hung them all up. We had help filling them, and we hung them up. And he came in the next day, and that business was all over the floor.
So, SB21, $2. Size 6 Venetian.
If you notice, the treasure box get a little bit more full. That's from that.
Right. These ones you'll want to wash off a little bit. They have a lot of that bead release, but these are kind of an antique white color.
They're like an opalescent white.
Yeah, they're really pretty when they're not covered in powder, but just rinse them off. They'll be good. Vintage Venetian SB21, $2 a bag. $2 a bag. SB 22.
It would be basically like my Pinterest comes alive.
Right. SB 22. Vintage Venetian, size 8, orange.
Pinterest comes alive.
Oh, I'd love to have somebody like tailor make my clothes. I like dressing well, and we don't have a lot of money to do that. I used to do it more in New York, and I would love to have clothes that really fit and were really nice.
You don't like wearing AG t-shirts every day?
AG t-shirts every day, Old Navy all the time. It's fine. This is what we live with. This is what we are right now. But if I could have someone make me, like
Wendy.
fitted clothes, our friend downtown, she could make me some clothes, employ some of our locals here too.
Wendy, I would slide some money for Wendy.
Wendy.
Wendy and friends.
This is Vintage Venetian, size 8 in orange. Donna says, hey, I love my AG t-shirts. I do too, but it doesn't have to be my only wear.
No.
It is pretty much our only wear. We go everywhere in them. It's good advertising, but we're those people. They always show up in their advertisement shirts.
That's what we got.
I know. They are nice shirts.
I got Evermont t-shirt, y'all.
Yes, he did.
I had to put that on the credit card.
$2. Amy says, I would walk around like Iris Apfel every day. I know.
Yes.
Right? You wear all this stuff every day.
I'm getting neck problems just thinking about it. They're gonna have to do me a special brace to stand up straight.
That's where your personal trainer comes in. Strengthen those muscles while you're wearing all your jewelry, your diamonds.
Not just diamonds, y'all.
This is SB23. These are 12.0 vintage Japanese in this powdery light matte blue.
Yeah, if you can dream it, you can do it. It would be like that every day, y'all.
Can you imagine that kind of freedom? I can imagine it.
It'd be like, oh, that crack in the sidewalk that we just kind of look at every time we pass by it.
I can fix that.
Pump it up.
I can fix that. All right, what's next? What do I want to show you next? SB24.
That's us. We're doing home maintenance, y'all.
SB24, size 5.0, vintage Venetian.
That kind of money, you just hire an architect and they do it all for you, and you just slide in.
Right? You just come in to cause a little trouble once in a while, and then say, I want this redesigned, and then you walk away, right?
Nah,
Isn't that what people do?
that's called a problem lawyer.
He's like, that's called it. Not if that's what you really want.
I don't know. You just are clear and direct in your communication to begin with.
Some people, yeah. Size 5, vintage Venetian in this
pretty?
beautiful yellow. Beautiful
Mellow
yellow. Donna says, Iris Apfel, abso-freaking-lutely.
Correct.
Lena says, pretty, I'm feeling that matte tonight. The blue is vibrant. Yes, they are. I like the matte colors.
Okay, if you had to get an art supply, I already asked this, but did people respond?
I don't think.
What art supply would you treat yourself with?
What would you treat yourself to for art supply? Your first purchase after winning the lottery, what would your first art supply purchase be?
I would break out. The whole business.
The whole business. Lena says a kiln.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I would get a big one too.
Right?
Oh my god, the cella, y'all. Let me tell you, that stuff, it take a while to ramp up, but once it gets hot, it stay hot.
Yeah, and there's no me worrying about the electric bill with the kiln going like I usually do.
To somebody and they said it's as much as running a microwave for a dryer, a house dryer.
I don't know. Our bills sometimes seem to go high.
That's because we're on that not fixed plan.
It's true.
As soon as we're able to switch out of that, we're going to switch out that plan.
This is vintage Venetian, size 9, and these pearlescent. These are really pretty, like little pearls. Donna says some really, really, really good acrylic paints and high-end brushes. Marion says just about everything Tim Holtz has, including his house.
I don't know what his house looks like.
Amanda says I'd go nuts buying vintage and antique beads.
Me too.
Amy says a water jet or CNC machine.
Why not both?
He's like, why not both? And then someone to run it for you, right?
No, I don't have to clean up. I want this stuff pristine, y'all.
He's like, clean every day. Norma, get a full set of lamp working supplies, including the kiln.
That would be good.
Right. Michelle says, after we bought a house, a big workstation for all new beads and supplies I would be getting. This is size 11 Venetian, and these, I think these are copper cord. They look, I can't tell, but they've got that flash. Or I mean silver cord, not copper cord, silver cord.
lined.
Silver lined. Let's see here. Amanda says, I love those mini things Tim Holtz makes. So cool. Marianne says he lives in Arizona. Danette would get a laser engraver. Aren't those pretty? They don't look as pretty on the screen as they do in real life, I'm telling you.
Okay, if you were going to go on a trip, where would you go?
Where's the first trip destination?
Okay, let's make it harder.
Harder.
In the U.S., where would your first trip be? And then part 2, in the whole world, where would you go?
In the U.S., I've been to Hawaii.
That was good.
So I might want to go there again. But I would also, I feel like the first trip I would have to make would be Seattle to see my friend from kindergarten. Because I've never been able to go visit him, and he comes back all the time. And if I won the lottery, and that wasn't like one of the first places I went, that would be rude.
Yeah, well, I can see that.
And
I've been
you've been there.
to see your best friend from childhood,
Only because you were there for some other reason.
but he's
Donna
my
says,
friend now too.
yeah, Donna says Hawaii, then the Dominican Republic.
Oh,
Amanda says there are so many cool places I want to go. Where first? Marianne says Santa Fe.
that would be a good one.
This is SB27, $2. These are the blue and white. These are vintage Venetian, size 9O. And I'm not going to try to pronounce what Marianne says. Maybe I will. Nordtrondlag. That's not right. Somewhere in those Scandinavian, I'm sure.
Birdie says, where are we going?
Anne says, in the U.S., New York City to visit my sister. Then I'd let her plan a trip to where we'd go outside the U.S. I definitely would like to take my mom to Hawaii because she's always wanted to go to Hawaii. And she's never gotten to. Danette's going to the Grand Canyon and then Fiji. Alaska would also be tops on the list. I would like to see the Alaskan wilderness, but I don't want to before it's gone. But I also don't want to get completely rich and then die in the Alaskan wilderness.
No,
So.
not like that. Oh my gosh, I want to go to Florence and take goldsmithing classes.
There you go.
One of my friends did that, and she said it was amazing.
Donna says, my sister was born the same year Hawaii became a state. And you got to go to Hawaii, it sounds like. SB28 are the vintage Venetian size 8 seed beads in this beautiful light green.
I know somewhere I would go. Penland.
Michelle would go to see us, she said. That'd be nice. Come visit. Marianne says that was reasonably close, William. It's where my mother's family is from. That's nice. Donna says, so I haven't been back to Hawaii in a long time. Sounds like you need to go. For all dreaming big, right? Amanda says Iceland would be amazing. Yeah, in the world, Iceland would be one of my tops. Portugal, definitely one of my tops. I would love to see Japan, like old Japan.
I want to go to Japan.
And I want to like do paper making with the people who do the paper making there.
Oh my gosh, I would do all the crafts.
All the crafts.
All day
All the
long.
old school crafts in Japan. Those Japanese
The
people
national
would
treasure.
love us. We just hang out with them all day, every day. They'd be tired of us probably. Amy says
Speak
all
for
the national
yourself.
parks. Donna says Iceland and Norway for sure. Lena says I want to eat my way through all the German Christmas markets in each city. That'd be fun. Now these do not look as good on camera as they do in person. I tried to save these for near last because they were so pretty, and then I put them on the camera and they look poopy. But these are SB29. These are really, really pretty light purple color in size 5.0
The
vintage
color is
Venetian.
called Orchid.
Orchid. So there you go. They're definitely not this. They look gray brown on my screen.
But they're like a lovely grayish purple.
Marianne said, could always do a world tour for a couple of years. Why not, right? Pack up the cats, world tour. We're going on the world tour, kids. Amanda says, Japan is amazing for arts and craft. It's heavenly. Yes, I've seen videos. That's it. Norma says, I wanted to go to Switzerland since I was 8 years old. Also want to go to Scotland, Ireland, England, and Wales.
I want to go to the Australia to see the coral reef
Before it's gone. Yeah. I'd like to see the Sphinx. I'd like to see the pyramids. I think that would be great.
One of my friends, he just got back from Egypt. It looked like fun.
One of my friends, they had a rave in front of the pyramids.
I don't need that.
I think that looked kind of cool, though. It was amazing to see them in the background. They were far, far away, but they were in the background, and I just thought that was a cool thing. This is SB30, the last one of the night, size 5.0, vintage Venetian in this pretty, pretty pink. Pretty, pretty pink. So there you go, everybody. That's all the seed beads while we're dreaming about winning the $1.74 billion lottery.
What would you eat?
What would you eat? I don't know. I would just want good food. Like the freshest food. Because I would just want to travel the world and eat what was fresh and available then. Like no more food brought in that's not fresh. What are you doing, Gertie?
Tootin'.
Gertie is tootin'.
Tootin'.
Tootin' Gertie.
See you going back in.
Before something else happened. All right, everybody. Oh, okay. Let me move this. There we are. Let me turn off this camera. I hope y'all like that. We wanted to do something, low dollar, low cost for y'all. Oh, there's my girl. Huh? Oh, hi, baby.
You haven't seen them recently,
Hi,
have
baby.
you?
Look how big they are.
It's full grown.
That's my Tallulah. Oh, baby. It's my girl. What do you think? You gonna say hi to everybody? She says, I don't know what you're talking about. This is Tallulah. It's our little long hair girl. She likes to eat my watch, like compulsively.
She got a little finger bling.
She got her little ring finger. Every paw's white except that one. She got a little ring finger.
Well, you know her song? Beyonce.
Beyonce. Put a ring on it.
And then I play Who Run the World when they play. When they hear that song, they come running.
They know it's time.
It's time to play.
They know it's time. She's getting squirmy. Here. All right, everybody. So, thank you for tuning in. We wanted to do I know we've had some high dollar stuff and before, and we wanted to get some stuff that, these are only $2 a bag. So, if you saw anything you liked, please send us that email. These are not going into the online store anytime soon. Most likely. I could make myself a liar at the end of the week. Who knows? But
I know
the end
you're
of next
not,
week.
So
He's like, I know you're not.
you're busy.
So, yeah. So these are not in the online store anytime soon. So if you like what you saw, please do email us. The closest I may get is putting an album on Facebook at some point, maybe, but that's not gonna be for a while. So if you do like them, grab them now before they get lost again in a box somewhere, because that happens sometimes. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I've got a lot of work to do tonight, so we're gonna keep on at it. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And thank you for dreaming big with us. You never know what might happen, right? Okay. Bye, everybody.
See ya.